Hi everybody, today is just going to be a quick update video for you. Just a quick brief up on production, if you order a vehicle, how long it's going to take and things like that, and what models are now available within the range as well. So as I said, it's only a very quick video, but we just thought, because we've done these videos before in the past and people are still watching those videos, but obviously those videos are probably well and truly out of date now, because things have moved quite progressively from there and they're moving at different times as well. So if you want any update videos, just watch the current ones. So where are we today with California production? Well, production in general for everything is very slow at the moment. VW are hoping that production will get better towards the second half of the year, but at the moment, because you've probably heard the news, you've got these semiconductor shortages. It's more actually, as far as I can tell, it's more about the actual raw materials that there's shortages of these things for as well. So it's causing problems throughout our industry and other industries as well that rely on the manufacturing process as well. So the outlook of how things are is very uncertain, unfortunately, at the moment. And I feel for you if you've ordered a vehicle and you keep getting told no, it's not arriving, it's been pushed back again, etc. But I think the key thing is just to try and keep you giving what information we do have. And at the moment that information is very uncertain. So if you were to order a California today, we'd be expecting that vehicle towards the end of the year, possibly into early 2023. I think that's probably a realistic timescale. A lot of people are banding around 12 months for a vehicle. I don't necessarily think that's necessarily a wrong thing to be working on, if you know that that's how long it's going to be taking for it to come through. And that list of people that's in there, so they're still building them on orders that's in the system. So if you place your order in the system, it'll get built in line with that, assuming that your vehicle has got no restrictions that's on it. So I'll give you a good example for that. I know at one time, and I think it's still slightly the case at the moment, there was an issue with tow bars, for example, and that was causing delays of vehicles, so that then obviously a vehicle without a tow bar will probably jump the queue ever so slightly, and then once they become available, they'll bring them back in. Now those restrictions, it's very difficult to say because there's different time periods of different restrictions and things come back in and go back out again. I know I've talked about this in a previous video, that it's not very helpful to give you a list because you end up stopping and changing. You might change your order for something else without it, and then that becomes restricted. So the best thing is just to order what you want from the factory. Anything that's really restricted, they've taken off the ordering system completely. So on the vans, for example, electric tailgate now is no longer an option, because that's something that is heavily restricted and will be for the conceivable future. They've just deleted it, so you can't even order it. So if it's on the ordering system, the good chances are it's probably something that they're going to get and be able to produce in those timescales. So it said if you're ordering one today, that's the kind of outlook that we're looking for. So end of this year, beginning of 2023, which sounds like a long time off, but it's not in reality. These things do come around fairly quickly. If you've got a vehicle on order, if you speak to your van centre, if they tell you they've got no update, they won't have an update. They're not just trying to fob you off or anything like that, but a few people have got in touch with me asking the same question. They will be relaying what information that they've got and what they've been given to you as well. The key thing, and I've said it before with all these as well, is once your vehicle is at what they call status 20, so that's kind of locked in the production, and then it goes through. It sometimes can take a little extra time to get through that because there might be something missing that they're waiting to build on it, but it goes from there, and from there it goes from in transit, so it leaves the factory. On those timescales, then you know your vehicle's coming and you know where your vehicle is in that sense. So it's been a while since we did an update video, and this is something that happened a while ago, but if you don't know, you'll see off the current pricing list, and the previous one to that as well I think was on there as well, that the California Coast has been deleted from ordering. So currently, as we stand at the moment, within the range, so you've got the beach camper, and then you've got the beach tour, which are no different from there, both in the 150 PS automatic. They're the only engine variations on there. And then we move straight to the ocean model, so the 150 DSG version, moving on then to the 204 PS and the 4Motion variation as well. So you may be thinking, why are they taking that particular model off? It's all to do with production. They've been trying to streamline the production offering for what they're actually putting through the factory, and that's one of the reasons why they've dropped that model. So you may find, for example, that they were finding a lot of coast models were being ordered for similar kind of specifications to the ocean, so they've decided, well, actually, if we're going to drop any of these, it would make more sense to drop the coast model, because we do sell more oceans than we do coast. So Maybe that was to do with that thinking that's in there as well. But said that's currently not available to order, and we haven't been given any dates of when it might come in or might come back in. That's there. I can't envisage it coming in for the rest of the year. But again, hold my hand up if I'm doing an update video in 3 months' time and they're saying it is available to order again. But the outlook from a manufacturing perspective, I can see it being similar to the position we're in now, probably going on for the rest of 2022. But as I said previously, if you have already ordered a vehicle, these vehicles are still working their way through the factory, and Volkswagen are prioritising the oldest orders to bring them through first. But on some better news, looking at some new products which are going to be arriving with us very shortly, the multivan, the new Caravelle replacement. We're expecting demonstrators to be with us probably around the middle of March, which isn't too long off now. And the all-important fully electric vehicle, the ID Buzz and the ID Cargo. We're expecting those worldwide launches of the first week of March. I think the 9th of March, I think, is the day they go worldwide. And then obviously then we'll have a UK launch thereafter at some point. Haven't been given any official dates on when that is, but I think it's going to be. I think it will be fairly soon in relative terms. It's there for the vehicles to arrive probably the second half of the year. If you don't follow Volkswagen on Twitter or on social media, well worth having a look, because they've had some of these vehicles in around the London area. They've obviously Volkswagen, if you don't know, are based in Milton Keynes. That's where their head office is, and they've had some vehicles with they've got like rainbow type graphics on them, so you don't get a complete idea what it looks like. But they've been driving around in different places. They've been in London, for example, and had photo shoots and things like that done. That's there as well. So there's two great vehicles that are new to our product range that's there as well, which I think the multivan is excellent. I've seen it, I've driven it. It's a brilliant vehicle. I can't wait to bring some of the content with you as well and show you what that's like. You know, that vehicle, I think there's going to be a lot of things that's on that which might then, you know, move onto the newer generation of California, which I know is years and years off at the moment. You know, it's 2024, 25 or so. It's longer down that line before we get anything else. But things that are in the multivan are probably things that will be carried over to that type of vehicle. And give you an idea on spacing and how it looks inside and dash and things like that. You know, in the ID Buzz, it's the first electric vehicle on the commercial side that's on here. This is kind of going to be the benchmark and moving forward. It's very much like your old Micro Buzz. You know, it's a lot bigger. Again, I've seen the vehicle 99% finished. I wasn't allowed to touch it or anything like that. We were behind a barrier, but I've seen it in the flesh. It looks great. I think it will do really, really well, you know, when that vehicle is launched. And again, both these vehicles, the multivan and the ID Buzz and the Cargo, I think will be exciting additions to our range. And if you are looking for a vehicle, you know, as a California camper or as a day van, a multi-purpose vehicle, things like that, I think these vehicles fit very, very well with what we already do. So that's it from me today. So just a quick update to give some information which we have that's in there. If there's anything that we've missed out or anything else you want to know, pop it in the comments box below. So if you have enjoyed today's video, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.